Good afternoon. This is Janet McElligott. I'm back in Los Angeles, and I wanted to discuss something that is both upsetting and, unfortunately, not a surprise. The United States imposed sanctions on Sudan for the use of chemical weapons in the war that is ongoing in the country that has put at risk more than 25 million lives. Now, when I say it's not surprising, it's because politics is a dirty game. And this kind of accusation of the use of chemical weapons, this time the U.S. said that the Sudan military, I should be more specific, used chlorine gas. These accusations were made without any significant evidence that I can find. They were made without photographs that I know of. They were made just sort of throwing it out there to see what sticks. Now, when you are fighting the United Arab Emirates, or they're fighting you, what they have done is they have employed public relations. It's something that the Sudanese government doesn't do and doesn't do well if they ever try it. Today, the new Prime Minister, Kamal Idris, released a statement, and he said, at a time, I'm paraphrasing, at a time where this can destabilize our country, this isn't helpful. And he's absolutely right. But I can also tell you that this happened to Sudan before with Al Shifa Pharmaceutical, and I was a part of it. I was watching television. It was done in the afternoon. I was having lunch, and I saw where Bill Clinton went to a grade school. He was on vacation. I think it was up in Martha's Vineyard. And he said that we have just bombed Al Shifa Pharmaceutical, and it is a part of Osama bin Laden's vast military complex. I was shocked. I was shocked because the former, who was head of intelligence then, was a man named Goodby al-Mahdi. And Goodby called me before the U.S. lost two embassies, one in Dar es Salaam and the other one in Nairobi, Kenya. And two Afghan Arabs had gotten on Kenya Airways Flight 322, transiting through Khartoum on their way to Karachi. They happened to have been Osama bin Laden's bankers. And Goodby, after questioning them, understood that this could be the key to stop al-Qaeda. I went to the FBI and I said, I don't know what he has, but he has a gift for you. The State Department, because of political reasons, refused the FBI's request. There were 3 meetings at the FBI. After this, right before this, I should say, I was given a cease and desist letter and threatened with arrest from Stephen Schwartz from the State Department, who worked for Madeleine Albright. When they went after me, I actually fled to Kazakhstan and lived in Kazakhstan during the Clinton impeachment hearings, because I had death threats, and I know I did, because the Joint Chiefs of Staff sent someone to my house in Washington, D.C., who was a reporter from the New Yorker magazine, Seymour Hersh. And Cy said, you're the one I've been looking for. They want you alive. Then the NSA came to my house and the FBI, and they said, leave the country. So I know how fiercely political reasons exist to squash the truth, because they tried to squash me. I was also told just 3 days ago that I was now kind of on the hated list of our presidency, which I find bizarre. And it's because the truth is difficult for most people. But when you have 25 million people who are at risk of starvation, we must tell the truth. We must say the emperor has no clothes. I want to give you hope, because eventually Al Shifa came to light. Eventually, the United States was forced to pay $45 million to the Sudanese government because the U.S. made a mistake. And the U.S. finally had to admit it in court. I am telling the Sudanese government, play the game. I know how to play the game, and I know how to win. And you have to play the game to win. And right now, no one's going to come and find the truth. This isn't the fault of any reporter that's come. This isn't the fault of anyone who's foreign. And I'm telling this to the Sudanese people. If a reporter is named in an investigation, they may feel used. Be careful about what you do. What you have going for you this time is you have a very active activist community. And they're young and they're smart and they're brave. Use them. Get information out. You have to counteract all of this, and the truth will come out. And to the Sudanese ambassador to the to the UN, I know you weren't allowed to give evidence in the bombing on Port Sudan. There's another way to do it, and it will come out. All of this will come out. I know I'm asking you to be patient and to be brave, and I also know you can and you will. And I'll do what I can to help.